So, I thought we could have a look at a picture. As you know, the pictures of the Watchtower are often very weird and unnatural, with people looking in odd directions and lots of incongruent things going on. This picture comes from the Listen to the Great Teacher book, and it's a picture used to get kids to think about paradise. And of course, kids love animals. So what better way to get them to want to be in paradise than to fill it with all kinds of animals? But first of all, what's the setting? Well, for some reason, there are always huge mountains in the background. Apparently, paradise is in Switzerland, because the Watchtower pictures always picture Switzerland-looking landscapes. Either that, or they have watched too many episodes of The Joy of Painting, and think that adding a happy little mountain in every picture is a part of the artistic process.
This is what'll sell your painting, is these little extras. Makes your painting special. There we go.
Anyway, what animals do we expect to find in Switzerland? Well, of course, we have the requisite sheep littered all over the place. There's one down here to the left. There are two here in the middle. And one up here by the lion. Wait, lion? Yes, there's a lion in Switzerland. And not just one lion. Here's another lion too, eating straw with a bull. Because of course you must illustrate every scripture you can find as clearly and in your face as possible. Speaking of which, can we please have a boy playing with a snake? Oh yes, there he is. He must be harassing the animals, because that was foretold in the Bible. And over here, we have a leopard. I guess the lions would feel out of place in Switzerland without their cousin. What else do we have? Well, to the left here, we have a wolf lying half on the paved road, half on the grass, as wolves are wont to do. And of course, a rabbit next to it. And if we look above that, I kid you not, here is a toucan, a tropical bird sitting in a yellowing tree in Switzerland. How did that bird get so lost? And have you noticed that the tree is apparently experiencing autumn while the rest of the landscape is in the middle of the summer? Apparently, the seasons are a bit wacky in paradise. Speaking of being lost, the most lost and confused ones in this image are probably these two polar bears. One here, one down here. Yes, there are polar bears in Switzerland. One here on the grass, and this one here, for some reason, sleeping in the middle of a waterfall. And next to him is a duck that had mastered the art of walking on water. I know Jesus walked on water, but I totally missed the part about ducks walking on water. But he's not the only one with miraculous abilities. Down here is a frog who is seemingly levitating in midair. Or maybe it's just this kid here who is a wizard. What are the kids doing, by the way? Well, apart from this kid levitating a frog, and this kid over here harassing a snake, we have these two kids in the background. They're walking on a paved stone road that is inconveniently blocked by large boulders. They're wearing unfashionable 90s clothes and carrying a plastic thermos of a type popular in the 90s. I guess those were the only clothes and things left over after Armageddon. In the foreground here is a very, very blonde girl drawing some cephalopod people with Crayola crayons. Yes, apparently Crayola crayons survives Armageddon. In front of her sits Nipper, the dog from that old record label called His Master's Voice. It's like the artist just copied and pasted him right in there. I guess this answers the question whether pets are resurrected or not. And to crown off this masterpiece of a jumbled mess, to the left is the most creepy doll I have ever seen in my life. It looks very much like Pennywise, the dancing clown from Stephen King's It novel. Of course, we need to add a literal demon to finish off this painting. So maybe that's the artist's signature,